Alrighty, hey guys, Stan the Man here. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be continuing our countdown to WrestleMania 41 in Las Vegas. And the WrestleMania that we're going to be reviewing today is WrestleMania 33 in Florida in 2017. Now, first of all, I gotta say, I think this is one of the best stages WrestleMania ever. The roller coaster with the earth around it, just the staging, the lighting, the fireworks, everything about it was just so great. I actually have a picture of it on my wall, not that you can see obviously, but one of the best sets ever, in my opinion. So I guess the match we're going to start off first with is Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar. Now, basically, in 2016, Goldberg returned and squashed Brock Lesnar in like 1 minute at Survivor Series. So Survivor Series is at the end of the year, so 2017 started, and I believe it was Roadblock that Goldberg jackhammered Kevin Owens and beat him for the Universal Championship. So, of course, Brock wanted his rematch against him, so we got to go against Goldberg for the Universal Championship. Now, was this match really the best match in the world? No, but you know what? It's a Brock Lesnar-Goldberg match, so you know it's going to be a finisher fest, you know it's going to be crazy. That's how the match first started. Goldberg hit Lesnar with a spear, speared him several times. Brock rolled out of the ring, got speared through the barricade, had the upper hand, got back into the ring. Goldberg started going to Suplex City, got another spear and a jackhammer in. Brock kicked out. Brock basically turned the entire match around, brought Goldberg to Suplex City, and beat him for the Universal Championship. Although the awesome part was, Goldberg went for one of the spears. Brock Lesnar literally leapfrogged over Goldberg, and Goldberg hit his face on the apron, or on the turnbuckle. And I believe that's when he got German suplexed, and then F5, and Lesnar won the title. And the best part is, I remember when Lesnar won, he got out and fist pumped a fan. Like, Brock Lesnar never does shit like that, but you could just tell he was so happy to beat Goldberg. And I know Lesnar held that title for quite a long time, too. I know a lot of us, we bitched about him not defending it ever. But, again, guys, that's a Brock Lesnar, and, that's almost how it is now. There's long-ass title reigns with somewhat little defenses, but, with Roman and Brock and guys like that, they make it to where they're big enough stars where it doesn't matter. Even Cody now. WWE just isn't, they don't do big title matches like that all the time now. It's more of longer title matches. Okay, up next we have Bray Wyatt defending the WWE Championship against Randy Orton. So basically in 2016, early 17, Randy Orton was somewhat a part of the Wyatt family. But, of course, him and Bray Wyatt didn't see eye to eye, so they ended up facing each other. Randy Orton won the 2017 Royal Rumble. And then the next pay-per-view, Bray Wyatt won the WWE Championship. So, of course, Randy Orton got to face Bray Wyatt. Was the match great? It was kind of weird. But it was crazy, the lights would go out, maggots would end up in the ring. All sorts of bugs and shit. That happened a few times. Couple crazy spots, RKOs on the floor, Sister Abigail on the floor, and, Randy hits the RKO, ends up winning the WWE Championship. I don't know, I feel like this was a weird time with Randy being in the Wyatt family and stuff like that, but I do remember it was hilarious. I think after that, they had like a House of Horrors match, which, if you guys know, that match was just totally cringe. It was hilarious. They were like wrestling in a weird haunted house type thing, but, it was what it was. It was funny. And then the final match, we have The Undertaker versus Roman Reigns. Now, this match was okay. A lot of people say this was the worst match ever. to that, I need to say, well, have you watched Crown Jewel? Have you watched The Undertaker versus Goldberg? Have you watched DX versus the Brothers of Destruction? This match is a lot better than that. Now, yes, Undertaker, he was having a hard time walking. I mean, dude, he was old. He wanted to put Roman Reigns over. I mean, the match was physical. Everyone likes a hardcore match, you know. There was times Undertaker looked good in the match. There were times Undertaker looked bad in the match. But, you know, I still think overall it was a decent match. They made Roman Reigns, they gave him that oomph under his chest. So, you know, in that aspect, it was good. You know, The Undertaker, quote-unquote, retired. Yes, it didn't really happen, but, you know, him folding his jacket, putting his hat down, his gloves, it was a feel-good moment. I'm looking at it. I have a poster, a WrestleMania plaque of it in my room. But, you know, The Undertaker watched the match, and unfortunately, he was disgusted with himself. He felt he didn't give Roman Reigns the match he deserves. And, you know, I understand how he could feel like that. He's slower. He was in a lot of pain. But, you know, the way I look at it as, I remember in the documentary, Undertaker apologized to Roman Reigns, and he was like, what are you talking about? What are you apologizing for? Like, yeah, he didn't have the best performance, but you guys know The Undertaker. It's not like he went out there with shitty intentions. You know, he went out there, he tried his ass off, and he gave the best match that he possibly could. And, you know that, too, because he was disgusted with it. So he told himself, I cannot retire from that. I need to have another match so I don't retire like that. And, you know, fortunately in 2020, he had the Boneyard match with AJ Styles, and that was a way better way to go. He looked good. The match was great. The audience responded to it in a great positive way. But, yeah, guys, that is going to be it for this video. So, you know, as always, if you like this video, I'll hit the thumbs up, consider subbing. And if you haven't checked out any of these other WrestleMania videos, go ahead and do that. And I will see you in the next video, where we will be reviewing WrestleMania 34.